Okay, so this might be a little bit strange, but I thought I would take you guys on a little bit of a junk tour today. So I mentioned in I think my last video that I was thinking about maybe starting a junk journal. And the more I've been thinking about it this week, the more I actually love that idea for a number of reasons. So I do love collecting my junk. I do love collecting stickers, and I do have a lot of things that don't want to say need used up. These supplies are certainly going to last me a very long time, but I have a whole bunch of things that could definitely be used in other places and spaces and not just in my planner. But also, I thought that maybe it would be fun for us to have a little bit of a hangout space and place where it's a little less pressure and not so much of a chore. Planner spreads are fun, still my favorite. I love them. We need them. But I thought maybe we could have ourselves a space to hang out, be a little bit more chill, and just get creative and throw caution to the wind and use up some of our things. In my last two videos, I also talked with you guys about healing my creativity. I feel like someone went into my head and scooped out my imagination and all of my good ideas. And for me, I was specifically talking about my writing and my storytelling. As an author, it's been important to me to have creative and good ideas for storytelling my entire life, basically. But some people misunderstood. Well, they didn't misunderstand. I didn't make it clear that I was speaking specifically about my writing, and a lot of people had suggestions about planners and journaling. And I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe it is a good idea to just freestyle a bunch of junk in a notebook or a journal and just heal creativity that way as well. And if you guys need that in your life, if you are in a season where things are changing for you, like me, turning 40, maybe we can hang out together and have ourselves a little coffee space. Maybe we can start a junk of the month club and just hang out together and do our junk journals. You guys can let me know what you think. We can talk through this as we go through all of these things that I want to share with you guys today. And then also what inspired me to do this was a couple of months ago, I think it was now, maybe even back in like February or March, I made a planner spread in my Erin Condren notebook that I was saying this is garbage, but it was literally just junk mail. And I got quite a few comments from people saying, you must get better junk mail than me, but I actually don't, you guys. And for me, it's about the hunt. So I'm not looking to buy a ton of ephemera. I really do enjoy looking through our flyers, our mailers, those Costco magazines, and clipping things out of there that I think are cute. But definitely they do need their own space, like in a junk journal, because a lot of this wouldn't work necessarily in my planner. And you just gotta have an eye for it and get into the hunt of looking for what's good in your junk mail. So I thought maybe at some point, maybe like I said, once a month, I could show you guys all of the junk that I collected from my mail and how I found it. I don't know, maybe you don't care about that at all and you're like, no, not here for it. That's totally cool. I'm just looking for a creative outlet, you guys, and using some of the things that I already have. So really quick, let me move this out of the way because I wanted to share with you guys where I might start. So I have these two notebooks that I've had for a while. This is a Leuchtturm. I don't know what size this is. This is a teeny tiny little notebook. I think they might have sent this to me. I don't remember. But I've had this since like 2022, maybe 2023. And I did do a couple of pages in here. So one that's from January, I guess, one that printables. I think I actually did this as a printable for my patrons back when I had Patreon. And then I did this one. And that's literally all that is in this notebook, you guys. So it's just sitting, going to waste. So this is one idea for something to use up, although I do think this is quite small and doesn't lend itself very well to spreading out and getting creative and using your junk mail. And this one, I don't remember when I made this. I don't remember how long it took me. And clearly this was a little bit more put together. I didn't use like a template or a tutorial, obviously, but this had some effort behind it. And while I still love it, I think it's really pretty. I want to have a little bit more freedom and a lot more junk involved in what I create. So I love this, but I want things to have a little bit of a more free flow to them, I guess. So this is one idea, but I probably won't use this one. This might actually just stick around on my desk. And then once the Walmart notebook that I'm currently using that I have replaced my phone with, maybe this one can be that after the other one is filled up. This one is the one I am leaning toward using as the actual junk journal, you guys. So this is a Beachmore Books journal that I got to use as my reading journal in 2024. And I just was not feeling it, you guys. I never did end up setting this up. I did a couple of pencil pages in here. I wasn't happy with how it was going. I think it was the grid. I love grid paper, but once I started drawing things on here, it just felt maybe very busy. And it also feels very like academic to me, like this is a professor or old man principal. Not that I have anything against old men principals, but it felt my style, but also not at the same time. So I never ever did end up using it. It has one of those little envelope like folder things in the back. I did a pen test in here, and you guys, it actually is good paper. So you can barely see the super dark line that I did or the pen test that I did. So it is decent paper. It's just, again, going to waste. So I think I might actually use this one as a junk journal and fill up the pages. I might even like fully decorate this cover too. Another reason that I thought this would be something fun to do is our homeschool cart has a whole bunch of art supplies on it that my kids aren't really using anymore. I mean, they do a lot of art, but they're into like woodworking and filmmaking and things like that. So they're a little bit beyond the watercolors and things like that that we have on the cart. Not that you age out of watercolors, but they're just into their own thing right now. So I thought, again, that would be a great way for me to use up what we have. And speaking of what I have, let me take you through some of the things. You guys, I love my junk mail and I love the little bits and bobs and scraps of things that I get. This jar is mostly just from me cleaning off my desk. So I have twine. If there's twine that comes on packaging, I will poke it in this jar. I have this scrap that came from the Hobonichi that I got for 2025. And I just thought I could cut this image out or use some of these images because how cool is that? These are kind of freaky, super cool. And then I also saved this packaging. I have some super old scrapbook paper samples. So I used to get close to my heart scrapbooking supplies and Stampin' Up, you guys, from like super back in the day. And I had a key ring with these sample pages on it and I still saved them. I have like random stickers and ephemera in here. If I'm using some washi tape or PET tape and it has like a lot of the images still left on it, like if I move down the roll to cut out something specific, I won't let it go to waste. I'll poke what's left in here. Other bits of ephemera. This is something that I cut out of a magazine. So all kinds of things to use up and enjoy and get creative with. I also have a bunch of these. So I have talked about this before. Back 4 or maybe 5 years ago now, my husband and I went to a yard sale and they had a stack, and I do mean a stack, like maybe more than 200 of these 1950s and 1960s, maybe even all the way up to the 70s and 80s car magazines. Someone's husband or grandpa clearly had a subscription and they sold them to my husband for cheap. Some of them are very collectible and he's stoked to have those. A lot of them were junk and mostly advertisements and weird little articles that he isn't interested in. They were also falling apart, a lot of them. So he gifted some of them to me to use in my planners. And you guys have seen me use some of this in my reading journal, but there's a lot. And it would be fun to use these up, especially for like just background pages or little add-ins or cutting out letters to make your own words with. Definitely something to use and enjoy instead of having laying around. I also have some ephemera and some junk mail. Again, I don't get better junk mail than anybody else, except for maybe the Peanuts gang. You guys, you know how I feel about Snoopy and Charlie Brown. So in 2023 and 2024, my husband and kiddos ordered incredible birthday gifts for me from either Danbury Mint or Bradford Exchange. I don't remember. But of course, you order something once and they keep sending you flyers and advertisements to buy more and more. So maybe this is the junk mail that I do get that's better than everybody else. But for me, it's about searching and finding things. So I thought it would be fun to check in every once in a while and show you guys where and how I found the junk things that I did. Because the rest of it is just stuff like this is just from one of those Costco magazines. All of this is actually a doormat. So this was a picture of a doormat that was in a Costco magazine. I also really like to cut out words. This was from a Dairy Queen flyer. And then I do have some like actual, oh no, I'm pulling everything out. I do have, look at this. How funny is this? Again, this is just from a Costco magazine, but I do have some like actual ephemera as well that I got from an Amazon kit a couple of years ago. So lots of things to use up and enjoy. My collection isn't huge. I try to not have more than I know that I can use up, but if I do use it up, then we get the fun of the hunt of searching for more of it. So I have this little envelope and this little jar to begin with. I also have some paper doilies and some brown paper bags. I mean, who doesn't have brown paper bags? And then you guys, I have this, which I shared a little peek of this in my last video. This, of course, is not junk necessarily. These are like loose sheets of stickers that don't have a home anymore, mostly because they came in bigger boxes that would take up way too much space on my desk if I wanted to save them. So I put them in here. We've got little tiny sticker booklets in here. And then I have a lot of single sheets that have fallen out of sticker books or I have pulled out of sticker books. Maybe I've even used up the sticker book and there was only one sheet left. But I don't throw them away, you guys. I have to keep them. I don't want them to go to waste. I mean, look how much this is. Imagine if I threw all of this away. Heck no, that would be way too much waste. So there's just a whole ton of things in here, a whole variety. I also have these little like sticker booklets. Well, these are so much fun. But again, way more stuff than I could use in a planner in 1 year, maybe even in 10 years. I have these little cute little like Matchbox, little tiny washi tape stickers too. So just a ton of stuff. And I thought the challenge of going through and picking things out of here and seeing how much I can get used up would also be fun, or trying to match things up to junk journal spreads from in here, again, without buying anything new. There's also a lot of things in here that have been sent to me that are kind of not necessarily my style, but I think would go good in a junk journal, like floral things. You guys, I get a ton of flower things sent to me from journaling and planner companies, and they're not my favorite. You will catch me use them in my planner every once in a while, but they do make really cute backgrounds and additions to junk journals, and it's not like living in my planner. Do you know what I mean? Also, in a junk journal, you have the freedom. You can just create a page. If you ruin it or you don't like it, you can just flip it to the next one, and it doesn't feel like so much pressure as your planner does. Even though I'm not like super fussy about how my planner turns out either, I just think a junk journal would be really fun. And maybe it's something that my brain needs right now. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you want to hang out and do something like that. Just a little bit more chill, a little bit calmer, maybe even a longer video where we can just get together, get creative, have a cup of coffee, hang out, share our junk, and have a good time. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear from you down in the comments. Do you collect junk and enjoy flipping through your junk mail to see if you can find any treasures in there? Let me know. I'm looking forward to catching up with you guys down in the comments below. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this one. I'll see you in my next one. Tell your dog I said hi. Bye, guys.